We walked in silence through the streets of Tokyo. Saori was trying to hide the sadness that infected her at seeing Nasuki so sad, without much success though. Suddenly, Nasuki spoke up. Aiko was 8 years old, and I had only been dead for 5 years. I was shocked. Kinto secretly had a daughter 3 years before Nasuki's death. So my father was unfaithful to my mother. Now I understand why she abandoned us. Wait, how? Why would he hide his daughter's identity from his other daughter? That's not the weirdest thing of all. How would he have known the 3 years earlier that Nasuki would commit you to? What? I don't get it. If Kinto knew that you were going to die, it's logical to think that he was your killer, but he wasn't. The conversation returned to absolute silence, and for several minutes, neither of us could find the courage to say what we felt. Suddenly, we passed by a takoyaki street stall. As soon as I spotted it, I looked at Saori and saw her eyes sparkle. Immediately, she turned around and thought of an excuse to make us go. Oh, well, aren't you guys hungry? You haven't had a bite to eat for a long time. Yes, the truth is... What a coincidence! There's a takoyaki stand there! She's never changed. Why don't we go? Without saying anything, we head there. Saori was naturally the first to order... Wait! There's no way people eat that shit. Wait! No! Wait, is this an actual dish? Saori was naturally the first to order those octopus balls. Oh wait, it may just be balls of octopus, not the actual, like, octopus balls. There is a difference, wait a minute. Like, they squished up an octopus and made it into a ball. Like a bouncy ball, you know, something like that. I don't think it's the ball that I'm thinking of. But if it is the ball that I'm thinking of, then that's fucked. What are y'all doing in Japan? I didn't buy because thank God! I wouldn't buy that shit either. I waited for them leaning against a wall on the corner of the street. After a few minutes, Saori appeared with her takoyakis, and without letting me speak, she gave me... Whoa, what the fuck? She gave me a little kiss on the mouth? I couldn't do anything to avoid it. She had caught me off guard. When I wanted to claim to her to not do it again, my eyes rolled around and I saw Nasuki with takoyakis looking at what happened. Why would she do that? Oh my god, what a fucking idiot. Why? She didn't move. She didn't even seem to blink. Her hands were shaking. A tear rolled down from her... No, I'm sorry. I was going to say something stupid. From her left eye socket to her chin. I had been stunned too, and Saori was trying to figure out what was going on. She didn't know that Nasuki had seen us. What the fuck are we doing? She approached me slowly without looking me in the face, handed me her food, and left. Oh, we're fucking up. I wanted to stop it from happening, but my muscles didn't react. Saori looked at me regretfully, trying to apologize without even speaking. Well, why did she do it in the first place? Nah, Saori's pissing me off. We may just shoot her anyways. Nasuki was walking away, and all I could do was watch as I lost her from my field of vision. What if Saori really is guilty? Yeah, low-key, we gotta slime out Saori. It might be her. Fuck. On second thought, I doubt she did this... Wait. On second thought, I doubt she did this innocently. She knew perfectly well that Nasuki was with us and could see us at any time. And even though Dan stressed to me that she wasn't to blame, I can no longer trust him. I have no more clear suspects, nor do I have time to think. Yeah, we're fucking shooting Saori. Why would she do that? Nah, she genuinely just pissed me off. I rested on my bed. It has been my safe corner for the last 28 days. I was unaware of Nasuki's situation since she wasn't answering my calls. I didn't know what to do. She had abandoned me, and all because of a situation that I should have rectified in time with an iron fist. Yeah, I should have said something. But the worst thing is not that. The worst thing is that the loneliness of my night room was playing havoc with my mind. Oh god, we're gonna get scared, aren't we? There's gonna be a jump scare. The mixture of loneliness, time, and existential... Wait, okay. Restart it. The mixture of loneliness, time, and existential doubts is like a drug. And as addictive as it is destructive, and the sufferer is aware of it but needs more. See, this is why I play these games. Because I can't fucking read. I struggle. And I think I've said this before. Hell, maybe even in this playthrough. Like, I damn near failed English class multiple times because I suck ass at reading. So, I need this. I need this just for me, man. Suddenly, my phone vibrated. A message had come in. Oh. It's in the Literature Club group chat. Hello, Skibbity Toilet. Are you feeling better? Oh, damn! I look like a Chad! Wait! I haven't seen this picture. That's pretty baller. Well, no, but for now I'm holding on. Well, I wanted to tell you, Yuri, Sayori, and I are going to have dinner at an Italian place. Would you like to come? Pause, not like that. Do you really think this is the best time for something like this? Please, Skibbity Toilet. We need to talk. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. In 15 minutes, come to Yuri's room. I read how What? I read how Monica disconnected, or read how Monica disconnected? I really didn't have the slightest interest in going, but I didn't want to be rude. Sometimes I hate being Japanese, because since I was a child, I was instilled with the culture of never saying no. I mean, that's kind of an American thing, too. Like, if you're Southern, it's kind of like a Southern thing. I had to get dressed quickly. I put on a beige t-shirt with the edges tucked into ripped black jeans. Black bottom jeans, boots with the fur, with the black tennis shoes with white soles, my rings and with my white shoes, my rings, and combed my hair. Almost read that wrong. When I finished, I took my cell phone and left the room, walking towards Yuri and Sayori's room. Fuck Sayori low-key. I don't even like her right now. When I knocked on their door, I heard Yuri's voice saying, "Come in!" Pause, not like that. I entered the room and saw two beautiful women. For a few seconds, I was speechless. Why? Are they naked? The beauty that my eyes beheld was beyond measure. Something wrong? No, nothing. I don't know why Sayori hadn't fixed her hair, but that was the least of it now. I've been saying that since literally her introduction, I think in part 4. Why hasn't she done anything? I'm spitting all over my camera right now. I'm really passionate about this because it has literally... Y'all, I don't even know what part we're on right now, but I swear we're on, like, part 9 or part 10 right now. Maybe even higher. We may be on part 13. I don't know. But this is some fucking bullshit. Why? Like, you're really walking around looking like that? There's no way. If I was a woman, I'd be the baddest bitch. I'd be having my hair done every day. I'd be having my boobs out. I'd be ready. If I was a woman, I'd be fucking here right now. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'd be the baddest bitch if I was a woman. Well, let's go. Oh, damn, she looked hot. Wait, Yuri kind of looks hot. I'm definitely not going to shoot her. She's hot in this game. While we were eating, Yuri was looking at me in a strange way. It gave the sensation of a look over the shoulder, but without that particularity. Even with those, it was something familiar, for rather than superiority, it was one of compatibility. It was the look of someone who feels the same as you, but at the same time is unable to understand what is happening. Yeah, I sure as hell don't understand what's happening. And although Monica's beauty also dazzled the room, the atmosphere was as sharp as a knife, and so dense that it was hard to breathe. I noticed that Sayori barely took a bite, and it seemed very strange to me. She always devoured her food in less than a minute. Suddenly, Monica managed to speak in a hesitant manner. Guys, I've been meaning to talk to you for a few days. Oh, damn, she looks hot, too. I was talking to the waiter at... What? Shirazo Yoko... Oh, that's that same place. Shirazo Yokosada, and he told me that He had never seen such efficient, inexperienced people, and cold. When cleaners came into the house to remove the blood from the carpet and to remove any possible traces of DNA, he told me that except for the blood, you left no trace. Well, how's that? And according to what he told me, you didn't hesitate to shoot both Aiko and Kinto, although Aiko was accidentally... Guys, this is throwing us off. Plots, murders, unfaithfulness. Oh, Sayori choked momentarily on the food she was chewing. We know, Monica, but we have no other choice. This group is falling apart from the bottom, but if we want Natsuki and Skibidi Toilet to survive, that's what we have to do. No, Yuri, Monica is right. What? Oh, no, I said what Monica says is true. This is destroying us, especially Natsuki. She has the weakest personality, damn, and had to murder her own father and sister for no reason and suffer indefinitely? It says infidelity. What does infidelity mean? Is that... I think it's supposed to be indefinitely. I'm gonna say that's indefinitely. She no longer responds to my messages or calls. Have you tried talking to her? I read that wrong, but whatever. That seems more right. I do. She told me that she had stayed in a hotel in Tokyo, although I don't know where she's getting the money. She's a prostitute. She's just chilling on the street. I told her that if she needed money, I have no problem with her using my bank account, as long as she was responsible with it. You're so good that you're dumb. What? No, Sayori, I still love Natsuki, and I just want her to come back. The atmosphere became even more uncomfortable. I shouldn't have come. Pause. I focused on the coffee I was tasting when we finished dinner, and in the reflection I saw a skibbity toilet. I saw a skibbity toilet. I saw a skibbity toilet getting worse and worse. His face was showing contained hatred, which he needed to release one way or another. When I looked up, I realized that everything was very quiet, besides the humming of Halo Doggo's computer, which is very loud because it's old. Everyone's still in the restaurant. All in silence. Oh yeah, we're hallucinating. Something scary's about to happen. I'm calling it. A stumbling waitress dropped a cup, which was now floating in the air. Ah yeah, we're fucked. Oh! Good evening, Mr. Skibbity Toilet. Why am I not surprised about you showing up again without warning? Everything okay? Hell no! Why are you asking me questions if you know the answers? Because what you answer is never the same as what you think. Well, I have appeared in front of you to propose a deal. Go back in time 1 month, specifically 1 day before Kinto's murder. You see, since his death, things have gone from bad to worse for you. I'm afraid that if it goes on like this, you won't find your murderer, and it will all have been in vain. And you know, that doesn't benefit either one of us. If you're so determined about we finding our murderer, you could just tell us once and for all instead of torturing us. Believe me, if I could, I would. I'm not able to deploy my powers at will. All you gotta do is just talk! Fuck you mean powers? You're talking right now. I could hardly allow you to reveal your identity to third parties. What does that even mean? He doesn't like history to be manipulated too much, shall we say. What a benevolent God. In fact, this will be the last time I will be able to give you an extra chance, so you will have to choose your decision wisely. Fuck. Why is that? You have been experiencing hallucinations lately, haven't you? Yes. Well, they are not hallucinations. They are the side effects of my intrusions. Damn. And believe me, if I keep helping you, they will be the least of your problems. Fuck! Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fuck. My head was on the verge of collapse. Nothing that was happening made any kind of sense. Okay, I understand the situation, but I guess going back in time has a fine print, right? You bet your bloody boots it has. The conditions are that you will only be able to talk about this with one person, and the time to find your killer will be greatly reduced. Well, we gotta tell Natsuki, right? How long are we talking about? You will have until the day Kento was killed. That is 2 days. That means you will have to kill that person before the end of that day. I can't improve the offer, and I can no longer afford to show up again. So if you don't accept it, I'll disappear, and possibly you won't see me again. It is in your hands. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Well, yeah. Why? Okay, well, wait, can I save? I wish that I could have saved the game. Because I would have liked to have seen what happens if I say no, but it's too late. I didn't save. Alright, I accept your offer. So be it. I mean, if I would have just said no, would we have just been fucked? Like, what would have even happened? That's interesting. So, I do have the decisions on. I've had decisions on the whole time, but this is the first fucking decision that I can make? We're like, y'all, we're at the end of the game, I feel like. Not that close to the end, but we're getting there. I'd returned to the past just as Dan told me. Natsuki and I were in our room. I looked to my right and saw her sitting on her bed, her head resting on her hand and staring blankly at the white wall. I grabbed my cell phone to see what day it was, and it was Friday. Tomorrow's the day we had decided to finish Kento, and it was the last day Dan had given me to finish everything. Suddenly, Natsuki broke the silence with the words I'd heard before, but which were still as sharp as razor blades. Oh, damn, right. I'm going to kill my sister's father. To prevent something bad from happening, I tried to dialogue with her the same words I did in the past. Although calling it past doesn't make much sense since it was my new present. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Good fucking luck, Skibbity Toilet. Maybe this was a bad idea. I took Natsuki to the park and told her the same story to avoid any change. She's now sleeping next to me. I carefully get out of bed, avoiding waking her up. I get dressed with the first thing I find and leave the room. I move slowly down the hallway to avoid waking anyone. I go up to the roof of the hotel, which had become my place to think. I slowly approach the fences that delimited the place in order to observe the beautiful scenery. I only have 1 day to finish everything. My mind was fogging at the thought of what that meant. Finishing off one of the... Pause! That sentence has some implications. Finishing off one of the girls at Kento's house. But hey, at least innocent people won't die. My priority right now is to choose who to tell about Kento's innocence, so that we can work out a plan between the two of us. Just the two of us. We can... Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta focus here. Sayori sure doesn't. She's the person I distrust the most. Low-key, I think we should talk about this with Yuri. That's a weird pool, especially coming from me, but I feel like Yuri is the person that we need to talk to here. Natsuki is a safe bet, but I don't want her to be a party to the death of her teammates. Apart from the fact that she could prevent me from doing so, since for her, Kento is the culprit for sure. Yuri is someone super smart and would be a great help to the plan, but remembering her past attitudes at the club when Natsuki and I first started dating, she doesn't inspire much confidence to me. And Monica, okay, well, yeah, that would have been my second choice, I guess, I think is the most logical choice. Something tells me that the Yakuza wouldn't take too kindly to me assassinating her. Plus, she's smart, and at this moment, I have no reason to doubt her. Any other death without her on my side would not make much sense, as it would be going to jail or back to the afterlife. Besides, she's the only one who can supply me with weapons for the job. It's done. I have to talk to Monica. Okay, that's... You know what? He brought up a lot of good points. A lot of points that, like, I wouldn't have come up with, so Skibbity Toilet's low-key... He's thinking. He's using his full brain. After psyching myself up, I grabbed my cell phone and texted her a few times. Monica, I have to talk to you in private. It's something really important. Let's meet at 9 a.m. at the Shirazo. Don't tell the others about this. I then left the roof to go to bed with the sad feeling that it would be the last time I would see Natsuki. Fuck, we're not shooting her, aren't we? What kind of implication was that?